Side question time.
beckons. Who among you... Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast... Now, that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Okay.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Okay. And then there's another side quest over there. So let's head that way. Ooh, fuck. I didn't mean to trigger this. Who's this guy?
Cyril. How fares the search?
One of Josh's
Your
games.
Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yote is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Okay, we have yet another badge.
As long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay,
Cyril seemed very,
can't go up that way.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
What does that mean? Clive, he just seems like every other person that we've interacted with. What are you talking about, you weirdo? Oh, there's the stairs. Slay a dread Evis in the fields of
Careful how you
Korava.
pack that leather. Any crystals?
Alright. Talk to this dude.
You! Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach.
What a drama queen.
Old man, a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb
Sure.
stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time.
A riddle?
Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
I mean, what new information about the past is this guy gonna learn from a bunch of stones that have existed here for a long time, within common reach of most people, including other scholars? This is kind of goofy. Where do I go? Carved in stone.
Soft as phoenix down, but tough as
Oh, okay,
boiled
I see.
bone.
Yeah, there's one up there too. Like, is he really gonna glean anything new from this that other people wouldn't be able to? Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
I'll go back to how it was.
So it's these stones to Canva and the rest of the box.
It's interesting how the lighting is simulating cloud cover as well. I noticed it in the cutscene, well, not cutscene, but in the moments where we were talking to the first quest NPC, is that like it's getting darker and lighter randomly, which is kind of cool. Not randomly, but like on a cycle.
Scraps you were after.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Wow, magic to ash. More stuff we're never gonna touch. We just don't craft anything. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
I think it's this one. Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land? That's what it's talking about, like the farm? And they're the plains, the Golden Plains?
Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle.
Not much of a puzzle, bro.
3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
That's what I'm saying.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Too many by far. Here, yes, thank you.
It's kind of stupid to be like, this doesn't make any sense. Oh well. Why doesn't anyone else know about this? Well, no one else did the side quest. Okay. Alright, let's go kill an Evis.
Careful.
Alright, where do we have to go to do that? Rivage. And then we'll go down. We'll kill the Dread Evis. Oh. Switching over to our puppy so that I don't accidentally waste 7 potions right at the start of this battle trying to make him attack. Alrighty. Let's fight it.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Oh, oops. Oh. Oh no. My muscle memory is fully Lies of P right now. It's been a while since I last played. Oh fuck, I dropped it. That's fine. Ah, we still got over 30k, so that's not too bad. Ah, jumped into it. I'm dodging like it's a Souls game. This is not good. There we go. There we go. That one by quickly. Evis skin. The thick scaled skin of an Evis claimed by some to be as old as the mountains themselves, though it is most likely seen but a decade or two. Alright, back to Tabor. Where's the guy? Here he is.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more.
And more.
Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very
Me
well.
too.
Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Thanks, bud. Alrighty, now we can move on. No side questies to do. I'm excited to be able to go to Canver. This is interesting. But yeah, it's been a few weeks since I last played because I play in
Lord Rosfield.
Huh.
I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk.
Oh, those are Joshua's people. Gotcha. It's been a few weeks since I last played because I normally have to play in bursts. Just because recording this happens in my off time. You know, in between streams and my day job and everything else that I do, all of the other games that I record. So yeah, I haven't had like a chance to sit down and play like a really meaty section of this game in a while. I should have switched to yeah, I should have switched to grappling so that I could pull him up to me. It's fine. Oh no, I missed. It's fine. Done it again. There we go. Wow, 600 experience just for that? Jeez. More than some of these side quests gave us. My timing was bad. go. All right. And then 40, man, just like random field battles give you so much experience. Maybe I should be doing way more of those.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Oh no. What could it mean? Hopefully mid's okay.
The free men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Of course. It's gonna make us do this where we have to go to the map. But we have more side quests. So we're gonna go do those. Nothing better than prolonging the main story by making side quests appear in between big important missions. We love that.
Clive, just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood.
Ooh.
Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just isn't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
Nice.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The Blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do.
I guess
This
so.
pool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Alrighty.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
I wonder if this will actually change the game state at all.
So Wade, It's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Alright, now we'll teleport over to Eastpool. There it is. Alrighty.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place
Or face the consequences.
Perfectly executed. Oh, there's a magician. Where is he? Over there. Go, pop him up. Now we can kill the rest. Oh no, I dropped it. Like the optimal combo as far as I can tell. There we go.
That's the end of that then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes to.
2 scoops? What a move. Oh, oops. Tried to parry that and messed that up. There we go. Ooh. Wow. Oh, I just used an elixir. Oh, that was not on purpose. I forgot to reset my potions after the last fight. Oh, oops. Then I wasn't on Titan. Jeez. Oh. Alright, wow. Let's fix that so I don't use an elixir by mistake again. That sucks that I did that. There we go. my timing was bad. That's fine. Just tank the damage, it's fine.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
All right, Eastpool cleared up.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If
Okay.
you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Okay, so it does look like it changed the game state. There are people in Eastpool now. Yeah, let's go talk to Martha.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it, and now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
All right. I do wish there was just like more to say about a lot of these side quests. It is cool that the Eastpool one like changed the map and put people back in Eastpool, because otherwise that was just like an empty area that had enemies in it. So the fact that that changed is like more meaningful than most of the other side quests we've done so far.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
honestly, I mean, that's kind of an issue with all Final Fantasy side quests, is that they kind of don't touch the game state in a meaningful way. So in that sense, the side quests in this game actually are tit for tat a little bit more impactful than other Final Fantasies, even though they got a lot of criticism for not being. But I think the issue with them is just that there isn't, like, you don't walk away from these with like a hugely changed perspective. So
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Alrighty.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Okay.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Oh, it's cool that Joshua has like custom dialogue for that. It's kind of neat. I wasn't really expecting him to comment on that. Alright, we'll just head up here.
Everyone, Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best.
Whoa.
Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. We've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Okay. Kind of a manufactured reason to get us out of town so that we can go do that, but that's okay. Could have just told us that the guy was here. Alright. Get on our little pony.
Come on.
Let's go. Away. I really hope this isn't some huge boss fight. Because if so, I mean, that means that would be like multiple side quests in a row now that have like broken the mold sort of what side quests in this game are generally like. You're here. The Imperial Chase.
Clive, look.
Don't tell me we're too late.
Oh dear. Well, that's not good.